Okay, so today I will explain you the concept of posterior probability. I have explained you prior probability. I have given you examples of prior probability, and now today we will introduce posterior probability. Let us see what is the difference between. Let us see what is the difference between prior probability and probability and conditional probability. Let us try to see what is the difference between probability and conditional probability. See here I have this blue omega, this yellow event A, and so probability of A will be number of atoms in A divided by number of atoms in omega. That means this is the proportion of atoms in A with reference to omega, with reference to larger set. If you come to probability of A given B, that means conditional probability, here you have omega, this is your set A, this is your set B, and here there will be little bit intersection of A and B. So what is probability of A given B? It is number of atoms in A intersection B, the smaller part, divided by number of atoms in B only. So this probability of A given B refers to sample space redefined as omega, not omega but by B. And this is the proportion of elements in A with reference to B. So that is the difference between probability and conditional probability. You can say another thing, one thing here, that in case of probability, number of atoms in omega, this number is quite larger, and number of atoms in B is of course smaller because it is a subset of omega. So denominator difference is strictly there. Denominator difference is strictly there because you are not taking into account the whole sample space. You are taking into account only what you have observed. Given B means what? It is observed. So realization is important. Your experience is important. And this B is the experience and A is the future possibility. So you are interested to find the probability of future possibility under the information of available experience. Here, no experience is there. And so that is the difference in these two. Okay. Now let us see conditional probability. Probability of A given B equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Now we can rewrite the left side as probability of A given B equal to probability of B given A into probability of A divided by probability of B. And so probability of B given A you can rewrite in another form. So you can say that this is the posterior probability. And in this posterior probability, you are using this probability of B and probability of A as prior probabilities. Remember this is called as posterior probability because probability of A is simple, probability of B is simple, probability of A given B conditional probability. This is conditional probability. So you are using the experience and you are using the theory also. So it is called as posterior probability. Now let me give you here and one example. Let us see. Suppose that we are interested in diagnosis cancer in patients who visit a chest clinic. Now let us define two events. A, that represent the event person has cancer, and B, person is a smoker. Okay. Now we know that probability of the prior event, probability of A is 0.1. That means what? Only 10% patients entering the clinic turn out to have cancer. So this is history says. The data till time says that there is only 1 person in 10 coming to the clinic may be subjected to the cancer. Now we want to compute the probability of the posterior event, probability of A given B. So here we want to compute the probability that what is the chance of having cancer if the person is a smoker. Because cancer patient, some of the cancer patients may be smoker, some of the cancer patients may not be smokers. So is probability of cancer in the light of smoker is more? That is what we want to find out. We want to compute the probability of the posterior event probability of A given B. See, among this A and B, the smoking is quite clear. That person is smoking. That is very simple event that we can observe. But unless you make some diagnosis, you cannot say he has a cancer or not. And so smoking habit is the realization. It is the experience. And you are talking about what is the relationship between this smoking with cancer. It is difficult to find out this out directly. However, we are likely to know probability of B. That means what? What is the percentage of smokers? By considering the percentage of patients who smoke, and suppose it is 0.5, we are likely to know probability of B given A by checking from our record the proportion of smoker among the timers. So suppose probability of B given A is 0.8. Now we will apply Bayes rule. Probability of A given B. See this. Probability of B given A is equal to probability of A given B into probability of B divided by probability of A. So if we apply that, the probability comes to be 0.16. What it means is, among the class of smokers, 16% are cancer prone. See, earlier probability was only 0.1. Now this number is little bit in change, in fact increased. But this is because you have taken into account the habit. Thus, in the light of evidence that the person is a smoker, we revise our prior probability from 0.1 to posterior probability 0.16. This is a significant increase, but it is still unlikely that person has cancer. So this is one example I have discussed here. Now, what I am going to give you